Sorry about that. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's our YouTube channel, you know that? Greetings from wherever you're watching from. I'm going to take you guys around in the garden orchard, but at the same time where you see the chickens. Now, I'll have to be specific this time around. This video is going to come out in Spin Nigeria 04 Okolo. The reason for this channel, as I always say, is for us to know that life is not a one-way street. Life is not a one-way street. First of all, thanks to the Almighty for allowing the sun to shine upon us today. It shined upon us a little bit while we were doing the Bethel Hawk site in Wattenberg. It shined a bit more yesterday. It shined today a lot more too. So as you can see, these are our chickens. And this is the chicken coop. This is the place they lay their eggs. You might say, why is Ifeanyi showing you this? I have to show you this because most of you don't listen. Okay, I have to show you some eggs. If they laid one today, they laid some, exactly. See that? I'm not gonna touch them because I don't know if they're brooding. You see that? That's the eggs. There are more here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And also here. And there, that is 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So that's the position. And as usual, no matter what you do, chickens are chicken. The good thing is that they produce manure. They don't just make shit. I'm sorry to say that, but you understand what I'm trying to say. They don't make pose, they make manure. So take that into consideration. That's why you see that death. And it symbolizes what we are going to talk about today. Okay? So, I'm going to avoid showing you my sculptures today because I have to make this video specifically for the Spin Nigeria. And as you can see, yeah, they expect me to bring something. These are the sheep. They're going to run away. Once they notice it's not, the lady of the house, they will go out. Yeah, you see, the other one is running. They will hide. They are very intelligent, animals. Okay, so, yes, we are now in the area of the animals. Yeah, you can see it's marsh. It's a little bit swampy. Okay, that's what it should be. We had ducks, and the fox has taken most of the ducks. So these are the things that produces the eggs that we eat here in the farmhouse. I'm very thankful that I was able to come around a place where I can experience those things that I aspire to do all the time. And that's why, if you notice, Ifeanyi is always doing something that, that he calls permaculture. Permaculture is a principle of sustainability which tells you to copy nature, replicate nature. That's the only thing that the only way I can, talk to you, because a lot of talks about permaculture is always there. They are running away from me. They know that I'm not the person they are looking for, because usually they look for. Yeah, you see that? So I have to go and stay in a place and observe them. So I've shown you the chicken eggs. I've shown you the, and you would say, do we eat them? No. They've been here for years. And what they do is they cut these grasses in this area. and the chickens are foraging. And as I can see, there are woods that could be cut. Probably I'm gonna pick some of them and take it. Oh, I think this is why there is it. I have to check. Okay, this might be some plums as well. So, but let me not talk about sculptures today. So just check that out. Let me remove put this. I have my hand shoe because if any, I have my hand gloves. If anything should happen, I will just get down to work immediately. Glamour you talk about. What is glamour without the basics? You're trying to tell me that after wearing your Victoria's Secrets, wearing your Gabanis, wearing your Louis Vuitton, wearing your Boses, you're trying to tell me you're not going to go to the John, you don't defecate? No, you defecate. But before defecating, you eating something as well. You eat to defecate. And that's the cycle of life. That's normal. We used to have about 14 of them. I think the fox has taken his toll. He's taken some of them. And we have right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 2 over there, which makes it 8. Yeah. So I'm going to be spending some time here. I just promised people in a live room where I was just interacting with our friend from Japan that I want to come and spend some time here with the sheep and the chicken. And then, but first of all, before I do this spending of time, let me go and show you the bees once again. And the reason for this is just to tell you that life is not a one-way street. Life has a lot to do. It's connected. You cannot do one actually without the other. You cannot go to the toilet without eating. And no matter how glamorous you are, let me be calm because we are now approaching the bees. Okay? Yes, my hands are shaky. You can see how respectful I have been when I arrived there. See how respectful I was. I did not talk. I don't have to talk. The moment you get to the bees, you just stay calm. And I don't have any cream. I just put milk fat on me. I hope you can see that. These are the beehives. Is it possible to be zoomed? Oh, I have to get out of here. These are the beehives. And what you're hearing is they're walking. And I believe the queen is there. Without the queen, they don't do anything. So that's it. We used to have, that one is a nut. That one is this a plum. Or something like that. And this one, we have to, all over here, there were, you know, yeah. As the case is, there's always somebody. Grace eyes! That's the neighbors driving by. Yeah. So some of the trees here are. This used to be an orchard. Okay. Let me just change my hand once again. Oh, these are the dogs. Let me see. Oh, pardon. So all this area you see, they are for the, okay? And as you may have noticed, the sheep must have gone in because they see that I'm disturbing them. Oh, there are some chickens here foraging as well. Hope they're not laying eggs in here. Yeah, what are you people doing there? Was Mark here that raining? Come browse. The sun is shining. I'm just telling them to come out because the sun is shining. So I'm gonna go sit down so that you people will notice why I took you on a round tour here. Eh, eh. Come, come. Okay, so this is actually an orchard. There used to be a lot of, there is still some here. Most of the things you see here are fruit trees. That's the reason why you have also the bees around. Okay, so sometimes people are difficult to be understood because of our lack of concentration. There's a mouse that lives here. And for this mouse, I cut something out of this tree to make such a figure for the mouse. You see that figure? It looks like an owl. Just to make sure that you prepare a place for the mouse, for the rats to lodge so that they don't come to the houses. The house is a little bit far from here, as you may see, but all the same, you don't take a lot of things away from nature. So, like I said before, permaculture is copying of nature. Copying of nature. To copy nature so that nature will be protected and you will live off nature too. So why am I showing you all this? I'm not looking for words. But the thing is that I don't know why people are so much caught up in fake life. And that shows some element of intelligence that exists within these individuals. Why should I tell you that I don't do such? I don't know about it. I don't know about it. No, it's not my thing. Feeding is not your thing. So when you feed, you got injected with food. It's not my thing. Grow some fruits, it's not my thing. Plant a garden, it's not my thing. In my house, I just made sure that everywhere is plastered. If I build my house, I would like to plaster everywhere, you know. I don't want anything at all. You know, I want everywhere so that when it's easier to be cleaned. You don't know about it. You don't want to know about it. You forgot that your primary education, the basics of your primary education is exactly this. That's the basics of your primary science. That's the basics. Germination, putting a plant, a seed on the ground and see it germinate. One of the first assignments in the primary schools. And you got to your professorship. You got to your the time that you became a doctorate. And you forgot it. You don't know about it. You became a governor. You don't know about it. You became a commissioner. You don't know about it. Let us think together, because let's reason together. I don't want a situation where it will sound as if I'm being criticizing people. It doesn't take me anything. It doesn't take anything out of me if I should tell you that I work in such a place. I've told you guys before. I will show you what I do or things that I do. And if you feel that Ifeanyi is not supposed to, take a flight and go to Jamaica or fly to different places, to Greece, as you would call it, or fly to France, or take a tour of Europe, just because it does work in such a dirty place, as you called it, dirty place. Why, the reason for doing such videos is reminding you that you're wasting your time if you don't do anything that relates to nature. You're really wasting your time, and you're killing yourself as well. You can see the bees are there because we planted, there are fruit trees around, there are flowers around for them to nest on and then produce honey for us. There are grasses because it's not fully plastered. For what? For the sheep. To do what? To feed on and give us manure that we use to plant the vegetables. I never wanted to make this video long, but you are not responsible if you don't know about what people do to feed the nation. I'm shouting out to Bongiwe. I'm shouting out to Muvai Farms, or Buvai Farms, Muvai Farms. I'm shouting out to all the people that are doing homesteading, Kemoy Adventures, Ndaya Lumbe, all people that have gardens around their vicinity. I'm shouting out to them and telling them, keep it up. That's how to do it. So I come around the farmhouse and I walk here once in a while. I've showed you the wilderness. You remember, I was in this wood some time ago. This is just about 150 meters or so away from here. This is 20, yeah, it's about 120 meters, not 50 meters away from here. And it goes down that way. And I did work there. What did I do? We took care of trees that were, drawn down by snow and wind. So let me show you what happens when you take care of nature. You have bees that produce for you your honey. Listen, they are singing their choruses. And then we move to the sheep. And then we go to the dogs. There used to be 5 of them, but 2 has been taken away by the fox. You might ask me, why is he fine? Why do I say fox? Why don't you kill the fox? My dear, that is the cycle of life. That's the cycle of life. Okay? That's the cycle of life. So you see where I am? You see that? It's death. But this is manure. It's a compost. Okay? Okay? You can see the chicken foraging. See that? That's it. Being around nature makes you healthy. Okay? The sheep can cut your grasses, give you manure, and give you meat or milk. The chickens can clean your environment, but don't allow them to clean it too much. And what they do, they give you eggs, give you meat, give you feathers, and give you even oil. Oil, yes. You might say, but why don't you know about this? You're human. You're part of nature. You should know about it. You should know about it. And doing it doesn't take any class out of you. It makes you even classy. It makes you a full-fledged human being. Being part of nature, taking care of nature, making sure that you are part of nature is by taking care of nature so that nature will take care of you. So thank you for being here. I hope you understood a little of my random rants here in the orchard today, because it is important. I'm going to be closing this where we started it. You've seen what we have in this farm. It's not a full-blown farm because it has been modernized to some extent. But still, there are some threads of what life should be. And we feed the birds as well here so that they can come to us. They are singing for us now. We feed the birds. I think they are quarreling because their feed that should be hanging here is no more. So that's it. I'm going to close here where I started with the chicks feeding in their place. I'll tell you, if you're part of nature, take care of nature. And it will be to your advantage. Because buying everything that you eat makes you still, I don't want to use the word, but dependent. So, can you see that? Yeah, I think there's still a good number of them. If we put the numbers together, I think there's still about 12 of them here. So, bye for now and be part of nature. Take care of nature. Your glamour doesn't end when you start doing things like gardening or keeping chicken. Okay? If you're living in a city, you might ask me, we're living in a city, we're living in an apartment, bring yourself together, get a plot of land, and garden. Use your balcony to grow to do the nursery. Use your balcony to do the nursery. Use your balcony to do the nursery. Okay? But plant something. Plant a tree. Okay? Yes. Before you give anybody a flower, so-called roses, plant a tree. Live sustainable life. Feed yourself if you can. If you can't, try at least so that you will be a full-fledged part of nature. Yes. I don't know what to say because the reason why I find it hard to be much articulate this time around is the fact is that why should somebody that eats tells me that he doesn't know anything about growing plants? Why? That's why I'm finding it difficult because if I should get into it, I might get mad and start saying things that I don't want to say. But I will keep to myself. There's a reason for me going by the name Ifeanyi Chukwu. For God is everything possible. Bye for now. Peace to the world and be part of nature. Bye. And God bless you. And when I say God bless you, you know who I mean. Real, almighty craft. God and not anyone with their intermediaries. Bye for now.